Now let's add some animation controls to this. I'm going to go into Setup here. Let's hide some of these blocks. I'm going to Shift highlight everything under Face Attach, change its draw mode to N so we don't have to see it, and then close up that branch. Switch to a left view here. I'm going to go to the Add block, add a null called man_face controls. This is an organizational null. Just add that and drag that outside of the hierarchy. So Z is facing forward, Y is up, which just happens to be the same orientation that our face attaches. These face controls are going to move to and align themselves to the face attach. But because they're outside of the hierarchy, we won't have to paw through 4 levels of bones to get to our animation controls on the face. So now that face controls is sitting at the base of the head, let's add some bones to that. Just pick any old bone. We'll pick the neck. Use the plus key to add that. Drag it on top of face controls. We're going to move this one down to the lips. Use the A key to center. Switch to a perspective view here. We'll zoom in. Rotate this on heading. We'll adjust the length. And position this so that the end of this bone goes right to the tip of the lip, or less. Pitch that up. Open up the rename block. We're going to name this one Lip R. Use the plus key to add another bone. Drag that back on top of face controls. Switch to the left view here. Let's position this right on top of the cheek area, right behind the nostril. Go to a front view, move this over to the edge of the nose. Go to a perspective view, rotate that out on heading. Now the bones don't have to be right on top of the mesh. If we push this out on Z, it will have less influence over the mesh because of the fall off. We can always go back in and put it closer if it doesn't work. Name this bone Cheek R. Use the plus key to add another bone. Drag that on top of face controls. Switch to a left view here. Let's move this one up on top of the eyebrow. Let's go to a front. Move this over to the edge. Switch to a perspective view. Use the A key to center your selection. Let's bump this out on Z. We'll rotate it on heading. Make it a bit longer, so now it's sitting right on top of the eyebrow. We'll zoom out. We'll name this bone Eyebrow R. If at any point you want to check to see how these bones are affecting the mesh, just click into Animate. We'll pitch this one up. It's our eyebrow. Give a nice furrow. Give him a little bit of a surprise look. Let's reset that keyframe. Let's go to the cheek. Move the cheek up and down. Let's pitch it up and down. Doesn't look like it has much influence, so we'll go into Setup and we'll bump it back a little on Z. Go back into Animate. See that it's now affecting more of the mesh. Let's change this to flat shaded so you can see better. Let's reset the keyframe there. Let's highlight the lip. Move the lip up and down. See, the lip is affecting a little too much, so we're going to go into Setup. Center that. And under the bone block here, we'll set the slip to 0.02 and see what it does. Click back into Animate. See, it affects less mesh. The fall off is being adjusted. And that seems okay for me. So we'll go into the File tab here. Under Multiply Items, mirror that across. Let's reset those keyframes from Animate. We'll highlight the cheek, mirror that across. Select the eyebrow and mirror that. Click into Setup. Let's hide those. Under the rename block, let's replace everything with an R_1 with an L. Under the search, select all items and replace. So now we have left and right eyebrows and lips. So now when we click into animate, you can see how they both move with each other. Because this is flat shaded and it's kind of boxy, we won't really see what we're going to see in a final animation. So highlight the face, model, tap tab, and you can see what it'll look like as an actual subdivision surface. You can move these up, you can pitch it around, you can raise eyebrows, give them a pretty good surprise here, give them droopy, whatever you want to do now. He can now affect any emotion. What's nice is this does not affect our lip syncing one bit. Let's reset those keyframes here. So by highlighting them and clicking on the Reset All button, we'll go to the File tab, File, we'll save this scene as FaceC.fxs.